Hey, yo, welcome in, Mostly Hoops. We got the gang all here. Incredible week of college basketball. We have a ton to talk about. First, I want to talk about Roback Activewear. Basketball season is finally back, and Roback is back. By now, you know how much we...
Well said. Cut the music, Cody.
Just going to wait for the... trying to tell the people about Roback, Cody. Cody.
I was fading it down.
There was no fade at all.
There
was no fade.
I see what we're going to do here.
The basketball season is finally back, and Roback is back. By now, you know how much we love Roback, but what we really love is all their new releases. Roback's licensed game day collection just dropped with 58 schools. Custom designed polos, Q-zips, and hoodies for your school. Rep your team with pride this fall with Roback. Use code Titus on Roback.com for 20% off your first purchase. We gotta change that code through the end of the week. That's Roback, RHOBACK.com. 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more with code Titus, TITUS. All right, boys. Feels like a lifetime ago, but since we last met, there has been an insane amount of shit that's happened in college basketball. Where do we start? What do we start with? Koa Pete was the story of day one. But again, that feels
like forever.
Feels like forever ago. Is it Bama beating St. John's in the Garden?
I would say that was the win of the week and looked like eyeball test the best team of the week.
Yeah.
Would you not say?
I would agree with that. Bama, a lot of unknown with this Bama team. I thought, they like a lot of teams. I feel like we say this about every team. They bring some guys back. They don't bring other guys back, whatever. But I losing Mark Sears, I was like, this is going to get interesting for Bama. I didn't think they were going to be bad. No part of me was like, this Bama team's going to suck. But you're just curious. In the Nate Oates era, Bama is now competing for national championships, and as you're splitting hairs, you're like, how good can they actually be? Does this feel like a Final Four team? Does this feel like a team that's like, third or fourth in the SEC and maybe losing the Sweet 16? Like, where is this team going to end up? And as you said, Tate, that was the win of the week. They look fucking awesome.
Yeah. That
game gave me so much anxiety. I texted you guys in the group that I would feel more comfortable playing in an NBA game than playing in that game. And I mean that. Like an NBA game, if I was thrown into an NBA game, I would be horrendous, don't get me wrong, but it would be a comfortable failure. It would be like I would get cooked in ISO situations. I would just stand in the corner on offense. It would be something that I'm like very used to doing.
Yeah.
That Bama St. John's game, I would be shitting my pants every second I was in there. It was chaos. It was just anxiety for 40 minutes.
And that's how, listen, I know St. John's wants to play fast and pressure you and all that, but they played at Alabama's identity. That was my biggest takeaway from the game, is that Alabama has an identity right now. St. John's does not have an identity. And it was pretty cool to see, like, yeah, Mark Sears is gone, but they still have Nate Oates, and they're going to play in that system right now. And it just looks like another year of they're going to win a bunch of games because no one is going to be able to play in the 90s and 100s with them. And it's going to come down to what it always comes down to in the tournament when a team tries to slow them down. Can they go down to their pace and beat them? But right now, you saw what happened when St. John's tried to run with them. 103 points.
Yeah, they were very comfortable running with St. John's.
You took the word that I was going to use, identity. I think St. John's right now doesn't have that identity. I think they will eventually find it. But Alabama has it with Nate Oates. They go fast. They run. And you saw it in that game. Like, they were comfortable within their offense, what they do, the way they play basketball. St. John's is not there yet. I think they will eventually get there. But after that game, like, I'll tell you this. I took the over in that game. There's nothing better than just seeing points fly when you have the over. And it's like 50 to 40 or whatever in the first half. That game was so much fun to watch. Garden was electric. Yeah, I think that's the story so far. I mean, Mark said it, but the Koa Pete was the story. That feels like a century ago. I mean, there's so much to talk about in the last week.
I just thought of this watching Bama St. John's. It felt like at no point in the game did a player have two hands on the ball for more than a half second.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. It was just like even Holloway would drive to the bucket and never put another hand. Like he's so good at that. The like initiate the contact and then not really. I don't know how to describe it. Just go watch the highlight. But he like initiates contact, doesn't really jump on the layup, just kind of like flips it up. As he gets a big guy one-on-one. It's too easy for him. What stood out to me about this game, if we're reducing it down to like bullet points, is that Alabama under Nate Oates has been, they've had various levels of talent. They've had like superstar type players like Brandon Miller, and then other guys that like a Mark Sears who's like he's not an NBA. He doesn't stand out as like an obvious lottery pick, but he's pretty good. But the one consistent thing with Alabama is they're going to shoot threes, and they're going to make a lot of threes. And when Alabama's at their best, it feels like they're hitting 15-plus threes in a game. Meanwhile, with St. John's under Rick Pitino, the story with them has been they can't shoot, and it's been like they're going to press you, they're going to get out in transition. But if you slow them down, make them play half-court offense, they're not going to be able to shoot threes. What stood out to me in this game is that St. John's actually shot from the three-point line better than Alabama did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama won this game without, you would have assumed, what do we got here? Oh, a Bosco tweet? 3 is greater than 2. Yeah.
Correct.
Good work, Cody. Did you just do that? Do you have that ready, or did you pull that up?
I had it ready.
You had it ready. All right. But yeah, you would assume, like, going into this game, if you told me Bama was going to win, I would have pictured Alabama hitting like 15 threes, St. John's going like 2 for 16 from the three-point line, and it looking like that. It was not that. As you guys have pointed out, like Bama played a St. John's game and beat St. John's at a St. John's game.
Well, and you said so St. John's shot the ball better than Alabama. Alabama out offensive rebounded St. John's, which is not something that I would say going into this game you would say that St. John's is probably going to muck it up, play harder, attack the glass, all that stuff, and Alabama's going to be the run and gun team. I was impressed with how Alabama was able. Zuby Ejiofor is one of the best rebounders in college basketball. And Alabama went to the Garden and out-rebounded them as a team.
Are we worried about St. John's?
I don't think so. I think there's some bright spots here. I mean, Bryce Hopkins looked good. I'd say he looked solid. And I think, once he gets his sea legs under him a little bit, I think he'll consistently play solid. I mean, they were in that game for the most part. Like, it was never a beatdown. It was never, like, it felt wire to wire like Alabama had it. But they didn't look horrible.
Yeah.
I think there is some bright spots you can take away from it. Ejiofor looks obviously awesome. Hopkins looks good. I mean, they just got to figure out what's going on with their guards, and I think you give Pitino some time, they'll be just fine.
Yeah, they got to figure out how the pieces fit.
Yeah.
If memory serves, Cody, try to find this or don't. I don't know if this is too tough of an assignment. When Ian Jackson said he was transferring there, like when that was fine, like did Rick Pitino? I remember Rick Pitino saying, like, we have our next great
Yeah, the next great
Point
St.
guard.
John's
the next great point guard. Doesn't even start for him.
No.
Right.
Doesn't even. Dylan Mitchell is like a guy who I felt would be better than he was against Bama. He only shot like 3 times. That was surprising to me. I think they got to figure out how their pieces all fit because they do have pieces. Hopkins looked good, which was a big question mark given how oh my God.
Broke to learn the game, which is great. 6'4" guard, Ian Jackson. Now I think we're going to overplays.
I guess that was it.
So he just said 6'4" guard Ian Jackson.
Says he has the most potential of anyone.
Oh, he did? All right. Anyway, St. John's got to figure out how the pieces fit. Big win for Bama.
Another thing I wanted to point out with Bama,
Go ahead.
They shot one shot in the mid-range the whole game. Everything else was in the paint and at the three-point line, which that's the Nate Oates model, but I think, the paint aspect of it has caught up with the three-point line where they're actually elite in the interior now, and they're getting high-efficient shots every time down the floor.
And we're going to find out more about this Alabama team real soon, too. Like, how much stock do you put into them going to Madison Square Garden and win this game? They're about to host Purdue this week in Tuscaloosa.
Their schedule is nuts.
Boys, we might need to get eyes on this team, too. Do you know they come here next week and play Illinois?
I did know that at the United Center, yeah.
Yep.
You wanna
And
go?
then they go-
Should we go?
Bosco's flying in
Make
for
a
it.
little-
Is he really?
Yeah, he really is.
Make a little vlog out of it for the channel.
I don't hate that idea.
They have another game after that. That's tough, right?
Yeah, they go play Gonzaga in
Gonzaga,
Vegas,
yeah.
I believe. Their next 3 games are Purdue, Illinois, and
I like
Gonzaga.
that. I like when a coach says, I don't want cupcakes. I don't want this easy schedule heading into conference play. I respect that. I think that hardens you for the tournament, obviously. And all these coaches that just take cupcake after cupcake, I don't respect that.
Well,
Yeah.
you said, what do you feel about St. John's right now? Like, are you nervous about that result? Well, they just played what appears to be a top 5 team in the country. Would you rather, like Titus, if you were running a program, would you start off with a schedule like this? Or like, I don't know, Ohio State, Michigan, yeah, they have scored hundreds of points They haven't
played
played
nobody.
any.
Yeah,
if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. It depends on context. I think if you have national title aspirations, you got to play. I would play a tough schedule. If you're like a coach that's taking over year one and you're trying to build, you want to stack some wins and get some confidence and all that. But yeah, I love this. I love St. John's playing Bama right out of the gate.
It's the best.
I love Bama has a very tough schedule. I was looking at Illinois' schedule. I don't know if you guys looked at that. Illinois is playing fucking everybody. They're playing UConn. They're obviously Bama and United Center. Who else are they playing, Rick? Do you know? Off
They
the top
play
of your-
Texas Tech on Tuesday.
Texas Tech. That's who I was thinking. That's
Tennessee,
Tuesday, and then they have
UConn.
Tennessee, and then they come to Ohio State. Like that's
I can't wait.
that's
for
their
this.
gauntlet coming up. You've been practicing, Cody, pulling shit up.
He's quick today.
You're good today, man.
Give me what you can.
good
There's
today.
nothing better than like Saturday morning. You roll out of bed and you at 11 o'clock you got St. John's, Bama, and then
awesome.
tomorrow's slate is just unreal. It just makes me tingly inside seeing all these numbers next to teams playing each other.
Dude, Mississippi State, Iowa State tonight is.
That'll get you.
Don't sleep on that one. Anyway,
Mississippi State's got some guys.
let's congrats to Bosco. He's a St. John's hater. He's a Bama fan, obviously. So that was
Should we
that
get
was
him
a
on the
must win.
horn?
That was a must win. Can we get him on the horn?
He was hilarious yesterday. He was calling it. It's just a regular season win, but the place was a Morgan there.
And he greeted the guy in front of him who was actively tweeting shit about him.
Yeah,
I'll give Bosco.
And-
I'll give. We got to like.
let's give him a couple.
We got to give him like 2 minutes though. We don't have much time.
No.
No, there's been a lot of
Check
Bama.
the pulse
There's a
of the
lot of
program.
there's a lot of ball to talk about. We don't have all
Did he
day.
end up making it back to New York? He had some
He was delayed.
travel issues.
Hello.
Bosco, you're live
What's
on
up?
Mostly Hoops.
What's going on?
How do you feel?
I mean, to be honest, I feel a lot better that I am landed in the great state of New York, than I could have been stranded there, sleeping on somebody's couch last night. What a shit show.
The Bama win was immediately erased by travel problems.
You saw the text. You saw the text. Yeah. I mean, I was like, dude, I forgot they even played basketball last night. It was bad. There was some lady from United. I've done. Let me just ask you guys a hypothetical. If there's a government shutdown, which I don't really do politics, don't know how to do it. I don't know what a government fucking shutdown is, okay? Don't really care. Don't know what that is. But if there's a flight, if you walk past C-21 and go, hey, ma'am, I know it's a crazy day. I was hoping maybe you could add me to standby if there's a shot. Like, if there's a shot, not pounding your fist, get me a table for two here, put me on the plane, do-do-do. No, nothing. You know who I am? No. Hey, ma'am, tough day. Maybe you could help me out. Sure, stand over here. Then she starts calling the names. Titus, fucking Kate, fucking Dana. Then nobody shows up for standby. I go, hey, ma'am, I'm the only one left. Open seat? Yeah, but we got to take off. It's not a sister airport. Like, I was going to go to Philly and then figure it out from there. She's like, no, we got to shut the door. I'm like, shut the door? There's a shutdown, lady. So, whatever. We dodged that bullet.
All right.
That's inside baseball.
All right. Well, thank you, Bosco. Appreciate
All right.
your statement.
That's our Alabama
That's-
correspondent.
All right. Thanks,
Go
Bosco.
That is our Alabama correspondent. Thank you, Rico.
That's good.
Oh, lady, there's
He has
It was
Titus, I got to share this. Yesterday, he's in the cave, and he goes, what do you think about this shirt idea? And he wanted to make it New York's team, but the A in team was the Alabama A. I said, Bosco, who's buying that?
Bosco.
the New York Bama
Are we
contingent's
not
going
talking
crazy.
game? Are we not talking
We're not talking, but Bosco, we have one out. We got
We got ball to talk.
we got more ball to talk about.
That's fair. I'll talk fast. That's fair. I'll talk fast.
Just quickly, you get 30 seconds. Go.
You guys got it. You got to break down IU, Indiana, and how you limit them to less than 100 points.
I agree, Bosco.
Yeah, listen, I mean, what do you want me to say? Was it a morgue there? Yeah, it was a morgue. They fucking, they go there and the student section doesn't exist, and fucking Rapoli's disrespecting us. He doesn't even know who we're fucking playing. Like, listen, deep down, this is what I'll say, okay? Deep down, all these people, you hate St. John's, you hate St. John's. I actually fucking like St. John's. So to me, it's nice. It's nice that you guys are back in the mix after hiding under a rock for 35 fucking years. It's nice. It's good to be back. And again, what I'll say to Rapoli, this is your championship window. With Rick Pitino, it's your championship window. Do I think he's going to do it because of the limitations? Absolutely not. But he's got them in the conversation, so you got to give him credit. What I will say is when he leaves, I don't know if there'll still be like that allure for St. John's, especially if they don't win. What I will say to him is if he wants him Ed call the president. I'll bring me and my 2 guys. Come to me and say, Rico, now we're embracing you. Who's the guy? I'll give you 5 names, and then I'll go win you a championship. If you embrace me, I will help you win a championship. And I think they should do it, but they won't do it. They're stuck in their ways. They're majoring in fucking Quaaludes and cocaine. And
All right.
That's what they do.
30 seconds.
All right.
Give you 30.
So roll tide, baby.
All right, Bosco.
3's more than 2, you moron.
All right, goodbye. All right.
All right.
Yeah. There's Rico Bosco.
The Alabama
we had to do it.
Yep.
They beat St. John's. Bama rolls.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to
That's our Bama
That'd be North
talk.
Carolina.
Yeah, I fucking love Caleb Wilson. I love him.
Caleb Wilson. Post game comments have my attention. He said that. Did you put the quote on here? He's pissed. He changes his wallpaper on his game. He says he changes the wallpaper on his phone. Whatever. Some sort of motivational thing. And his wallpaper was what? What was it? It was
his feelings from the All-American game when he didn't touch the ball and Darren Peterson was on his team.
Yeah, and I didn't fully I saw the clip, but I wasn't exactly sure what his wallpaper was. You know what I mean? Like he was like my wallpaper's my feelings.
Just
And
like
I was like, what does that
You
mean?
write 'em down.
What does that actually mean?
Notes app.
But he said, yeah, he was teammates with Darren Peterson and he never passed him the ball. And he was pissed off
I
about
love
that.
this.
We better get used to it because they don't got anybody to play guard anymore.
Yeah, Seth Trimble's out.
Who's getting the ball now?
Vasar was fucking awesome
Yeah,
for
he
Carolina. But Caleb Wilson emerged as there are 3 freshmen, and we can get into all the others later. But there are 3 freshmen I think that this week grabbed my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Wilson was certainly one of them. He not only is he very, very good, he was making very difficult shots for Carolina. Vasar was great for them, but I thought Wilson looked like the pro. You know, like some of the shots he was taking and making were awesome. He was great defensively. I had no idea he was a fucking psycho, like in a good way. There was the possession early in the game where Carolina throws like a press at him, and it's kind of like a half-ass press a little bit, but Caleb Wilson didn't get the memo, and it was like a 1-2-2, and he's at the top of the press. And he just single-handedly forced a 10-second violation and then lost his fucking mind.
He went nuts.
He
Those
went
are the guys
fucking
that
nuts.
worry you. The
And I
guys
was
who
like-
have the talent and are psychotic
Yeah.
like that and love the game, those are the guys that are
I was like, this kid's
special.
different. So yeah, that was the story for me. I mean, Kansas is I have no idea how good they're going to be. Darren Peterson is fucking awesome though. I think he's a pro. He's one of those guys that like there are a lot of freshmen that you get excited about, and some of them are potential guys. Some of them are they have the physical attributes, but you want them to be better at XYZ. Darren Peterson and Caleb Wilson both, I felt watching that game, I was like, these dudes look like they were NBA players that were sent down to college basketball. Like they were, I don't know, they both look like pros. So that's what stood out to me.
Yeah, it's like we had this big 3 of freshmen that everyone's talking about: Boozer, Peterson, DeBanza, and it turned out to be probably 3 other guys. It was Wilson. It was this dude from Virginia Tech, who I can't say his name.
Of Dallas.
Yeah, there we go.
Pete.
And Pete. So
Those are my 3 too.
Yeah, so it
Those
just
are my
kind of goes
3.
to show how awesome this class is. And it's not like the other guys didn't play well. They played decent. I think DeBanza especially kind of showed it. When he has the ball, I think he can get to the rim anytime he wants to. Literally if he's on the wing, he can get by his man and get to the hoop.
Yeah.
That's what I saw from him. Boozer, I don't think played awesome, but he still had a double-double. And, Peterson, as we saw, played well too. So this freshman class is just sick.
My BYU takeaway, it's not a concern yet. It's an emerging concern. It's not even that. It's way too early. We're 1 game in. I think they played another game, so I guess they're 2 games in, but 1 game that I watched in against Villanova. It's something to keep an eye on is they don't pass the ball.
I was going to say that, Mark.
They just don't pass the ball. And this is the problem with an NBA coach. Kevin Young he's got all the NBA background. That's the reason DeBanza says he goes to BYU because he wants to play for a guy with an NBA background or whatever.
Probably helped too.
Money probably helped?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit, yeah. So that seems exciting, and that makes a lot of sense for guys that want to play in the NBA. The problem at the college level is that NBA coaches, the way the NBA is schemed up is that you find a one-on-one matchup, you exploit the fuck out of that matchup, and it works at the NBA level because those guys are really, really fucking good. college, I don't know if that's sustainable. I don't know if the guys can do that. And I feel like watching BYU, I was like, they have a ton of talent. They're very, very. I'm very high on BYU coming into the season. But boy, watching the Villanova game, they just don't. They find like Robert Wright, like he looks up, he's like, I can beat my guy. I'm going to beat my guy. And DeBonce is doing the same thing. Richie Saunders kind of does the same thing, and it works. And they won the game. But I like to see some ball movement, man.
Well, Dana called it out the very next day of the season. We all did a video like, what's one takeaway? And Dana said, I don't think BYU's as good as everyone thought they were.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, exactly what you're talking about, we're going to find out Saturday night when they go up against Danny Hurley and UConn. And it's going to be a coaching battle of this NBA style. I think Danny Hurley is going to be able to find a way to beat ISO ball in one-on-one. So
yeah,
it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, I don't want to – this is the thing with any sport. We all tend to overreact a little bit in the early stages of everything. I don't want to overreact to BYU. It just looked like they were kind of stagnant, and it kind of looked like it was a lot of ISO ball. And it just – I'm sure they will figure it out. I'm sure BYU will be just fine come tournament time. But what I just eyeball test, I didn't like what I saw against a not great Villanova team. So.
I started counting possessions where they passed the ball more than 5 times.
Yeah,
and it took a while to get to 1
because
I started noticing that. I was like they're scoring a little bit, but like it's just Rob Wright going downhill, or maybe they'll throw one pass and then the Bonsa will take a guy one-on-one or something to score. I want to see a possession where they like move the ball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pay attention and count passes. And it took forever. It took forever to get to a possession.
It wasn't pretty.
Where they passed 5 times, but they do have a ton of talent.
They do have the potential to be elite defensively. I liked what I saw from them on that end.
Yeah.
That Keita,
Oh,
rim
yeah.
protector, and he's athletic enough to where he was switching with the guards too.
He was.
I liked what I saw from them on the other side of the ball, but I agree offensively.
Yeah, I mean they're a young team. Like when your best players are freshmen, it would be foolish to look at the first week of the season and say that's a finished product and that's what we're going to see in March. But at the same time, it is something to work on.
Yep.
You know, it is something to keep an eye on. So yeah, Koa Pete. You wanted to talk about Koa Pete? I mean that was the story of the night of night 1 of college basketball. Koa Pete, Arizona, Mr. Arizona, a nickname that I thought when they started, they were spamming the fuck. I don't know if like Arizona's PR people were like, every time you mention Koa Pete, be sure to say Mr. Arizona. But they were trying to make this a thing. And at first I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't fully understand the nickname. They're giving you the backstory that he's from Arizona and he's playing at Arizona. And I'm like, that's great, but isn't that true of like basically every college basketball player? It's like the guy is from the state that he just went to the in-state school. I was like, I don't understand this. By the end of the game, I was all in on Mr. Arizona. I was like, this is the best nickname in college basketball. I love it. I almost don't even want to call him Koa Pete, which sucks because that name's awesome. But he is Mr. Arizona, an incredible freshman debut against what I felt was coming into this season. I still might feel it, but it's hard to after night 1. I thought Florida was the best front court in college basketball. I thought Condon, Haug, Chinyelu, Olivier Roux, who doesn't even play, but like just having him on the bench, just having a 7'9" guy on the bench, throw that method. Yeah. I thought Florida was the best. In all seriousness, I thought they were going to be the best front court in college basketball, and for a freshman to do that was beyond impressive. That was like jaw-dropping stuff. Pair it with Bradley, who was playing really, really well. And then Braden Burries, who is a guy who I was told, my sources suck, so take it with a grain of salt, but I was told coming into the season he was going to be more of a scorer for them than Pete was. Yeah. He was going to be the guy who, like Pete was going to be more of a glue guy, and Burries was going to be the guy that's like sort of a go-to guy. And he didn't even play well night 1. He was in foul trouble. The point is, like, if Burries is as good as what they're saying, and Pete is that good, I mean, Arizona has my full attention.
Yeah, I did the same thing where I was more looking forward to Burries heading into that game, and he didn't do shit. And Koa Pete's just one of those guys, like you see him, his footwork, the way he moves, the way he's in the post, everything he did is just such, like, within 3 minutes of watching him play, I'm like, that guy is a pro. That guy is going to be a player in the NBA. Whoa.
What do we got, Cody?
That was the moment of the game. You could see that coming from
you. I'd send it in the group. You could see him at half court streaking down, and you're like, he's about to dunk this.
Was that before or after the oop? The one-handed oop he caught that I think
that was,
he was nasty.
But the way he attacks the rim,
Mm-hmm.
his footwork, it's all just very professional.
All these freshmen are so polished.
Yeah.
Well, it's
How?
It's what Caleb
Like they
Wilson
look like
said,
they've been
though.
living in the weight room. Usually the freshmen, they're skinny. You got to put like their footwork's great. They're look like grown ass men. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like
What are they feeding?
last year's freshman class was very good, but VJ Edgecombe, funny enough, who's like killing it in the NBA right now. I thought VJ Edgecombe was just okay, and VJ Edgecombe was a guy I watched throughout the season at Baylor, and I was, he had some good games, some not great games, and I was like, I see the vision, I see why like an NBA team would draft him, but he's a couple years away from being, elite, and then he gets to the NBA and he's immediately elite, but. To Rick's point, like it does feel like these guys are way more polished. Like they're just immediately good. There's no like potential guy out there. There's no all of the highly ranked guys. Every single one of them looks like the best player on his team.
Well, and that's my problem with, I guess, us, because we did it last week too. But the basketball media declared there was a big three of freshmen, and it's like this first week, Caleb Wilson literally said it out loud, but Koa Pete played like he had a chip on his shoulder. And I thought when I first heard Caleb Wilson talk about it, I'm like, what do you mean you're underrated? What do you mean you have this chip on your shoulder? You were a top 5 player in the country. You're a 5-star recruit. But then I think about it, Koa Pete and Caleb Wilson have been the best player in the gym their entire lives. What made the media decide that going into college that they weren't like, why did we decide there was a big three? Because now after 1 week, we're already talking about like a top 10.
Yeah.
No, there's a big three. It's Koa Pete.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Caleb Wilson and it's Abdallas. Those are my big three.
Do you think we can get on Caleb Wilson's phone background?
What, like by disrespecting
yeah.
him?
He said that every game he changes his phone background to some sort of disrespect to
So we have to, instead of glazing him, we have
right.
to
I just
shit
feel like
on
we're
him.
on the wrong path.
So
I
we
don't
should
want to disrespect him.
we should shit on him to. Can you imagine if he
without Seth
put our faces on?
without Seth Trimble, I can't see how Carolina keeps up the same.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
That is a big loss, Seth Trimble.
It really, it's the wrong.
We don't know how long he's out.
He's out. They projected 6 to 8, but you never know until surgery. Like it could be longer than that.
Did you see that? Hubert Davis said Caleb Wilson single-handedly called for a wideout, and there was a wideout. Now, I need to revisit I saw this clip this morning, so I missed it when he said it. It just popped up it crossed my desk this morning. But Hubert Davis, yeah, here it is. Hubert Davis talking about the wideout.
But he's such a genuine, like, nice person. I mean, he was handing out, like, telling people to come to the game at the pit this afternoon. We had a whiteout because Caleb went on social media and says, I want a whiteout. It's the first whiteout I've ever had in 14 years here. And we had a freshman just say, we're having a whiteout, and the whole 22,000 showed up in white. I'm just like, okay. And
All right, there. How if you're Caleb Wilson, how do you not feel like God?
That's aura, right?
How do you not? How do you call for a whiteout? Everyone shows up wearing white. You dominate the game against a freshman who's the number 1 recruit in the country, who everyone was talking about as being the guy in this game. You win. I might retire. I might just shut it down and get ready for the draft. If I'm Caleb Wilson, I'm like, I conquered college. That was all it took. Yeah.
There's another freshman I want to talk about here,
Go ahead.
and maybe we can segue into this game. He was the 51st, number 51 on the ESPN Top 100. Cam Ward, the other Cam Ward, maybe the Cam Ward, Michigan State.
Yep.
I thought those guys looked really solid against Arkansas. Arkansas's freshmen also looked pretty decent. That was a fun game to watch. Cohen Carr, anytime he jumps, I get horny. It's just the
I
best.
could watch him dunk all day.
Oh, he literally. I feel like he could touch the top of the backboard if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Really good win there. I think they're going to be, just solid as ever. Sparty, not going anywhere. I don't know about what
My
you guys
thing with
think.
them, and it's the same thing as last year, I love them as a team, but who's going to shoot the threes?
Yeah.
They shot 1 for 14.
1 for
from
14
three.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think they can be just athletic and shut teams down and get it in the paint, but if you need threes, who's going to make
It's
them
tough,
do that?
yeah, because it feels like it's going to be a repeat of last year.
Right.
That which they're going to be good, but how good? What is the ceiling? I don't know. I don't think their ceiling is that high unless Cam Ward just continues on this trajectory. You know, if this was just the start with him and he just becomes a dude for them.
Yeah.
But is he going to start? Cooper and Kohler are starting to, but like you're not going to start all three of those guys. And Izzo loves his seniors. He loves bringing the freshmen off the bench and playing the seniors. So I don't know what he's going to do there. But Cam Ward, yeah, he was another guy. Like I think that's the story of the freshman class is like they're very, very good at the top, but then
Depth.
these dudes like Cam Ward are dominating. And you're just like no one told me about this kid. Who is he? And yeah, he was the best player in that game. And a game again with Arkansas having their great freshmen and all that, and Cam Ward was.
Did you guys get eyes on the end of that game with the towel whip heard around the world?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, can we pull that up? I thought that was
something.
I thought that was the funniest thing.
One of the funniest videos I've ever seen for multiple reasons.
Well,
and I'll break it down for you.
May I ask you a question, Titus? Before you watch, whose side are you on?
What do you mean?
Because the internet is pretty split on like it was an asshole move and it was 0%. Like it was the most intentional towel whip.
Oh yeah, it was intentional.
Yeah.
But then some
100%.
people are like, well, the student acts like he got shot.
Well, I agree with that as well. That's what makes it so funny. That's why it's such a funny video. Is like Brazil was obviously just trying to fucking smoke a guy in the face. But then the guy was like,
What are you doing though?
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm
did he-
calling.
Yeah.
but then he holds it up like it's a trophy.
My problem is I thought it was fair until Brazil tries to play it off like the towel was stolen from
I
him.
know.
He went to go grab the towel back.
Do the double. Go back. Freeze it right there.
That's JFK
It's his
driving down the street.
Dude, he double pumped that.
Oh my gosh.
He did
But
double
also
pump.
you got to be better than that. That's Blake Griffin arguing his foul out and throwing a water into the stands.
Yeah.
I'm going down if that hits.
Oh yeah.
I'm falling down and I'm holding my.
He did smoke him right in the face. I think the guy initially thought he got hit by something worse than a towel. Like he got hit in the face and it was shocking. So he was like, "What the?"
Didn't he come back and act like it was a mistake?
Yeah, watch.
Yeah.
He's like,
He tries to grab the towel.
Dude, bro, why would you put your face there?
Oh, it's another guy that tries to grab the towel.
And then he
That's
holds
just
up
classic.
the towel like.
I love it.
I would need medical attention.
Oh, Calipari
And I'd be
would
coming
be hearing
dead
from my
fast.
lawyers. He'd be hearing from my legal team.
That dude just hit a jackpot of getting hit in the face.
Show up to class with an eye patch on.
Bro, a Rip Hamilton mask. Have you ever done anything like that, Titus? Like we in high school, if the other student section was kind of chirping us, would be doing our layup lines and fire one back, bad pass into the students.
Oh, that's good.
I think that's a whole lot more believable. That was the least believable thing in the history of basketball.
Speaking of Trayvon Brazil, I'm very frustrated with this guy. He was a guy that blew up how many years ago now? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Was it longer than that? I watched him in the Maui Invitational when Arkansas was there with Musselman, and I thought he was going to be a lottery pick that year. And then he blew out his knee, I think, and that derailed that season for him.
Titus, that year was 2021, 2022.
2022. I watched Trayvon Brazil in 2022 playing for Arkansas in the Maui Invitational, and one of my takeaways from that Maui Invitational was like, that kid is going to be fucking special.
Yep.
He was so good, and he's just kind of like I think it's like a mental thing with him. I think he airballed the game winner, which was not much of a play, to be completely honest.
Bad play.
Bad.
Oh yeah, he did apologize.
I would like to apologize for my actions in the tunnels we exited the floor last night. That was not a reflection of what I or our program represents. All right.
I love apologies like that though. So that was not a reflection of what he represents.
Yeah.
What
What?
the only thing we can judge you on, sir, is your actions. You airballed the game-winning shot with 4 seconds on the clock without putting the ball on the glass or on the deck, and then smacked a dude with the towel.
Yeah.
That is not.
That's not
the
who
type
I
of
am.
person that he is.
Yeah. No, I'm frustrated by him. He should be better, and I don't know what I need to do a deep dive into what happened there. Was it just the injury? Is it a mental thing? It might be a mental thing with him. He is kind of an emotional roller coaster. Was in foul trouble in this game. Seemed to get affected by like every whistle that was blown every time he comes out of the game. Bad body language, but anyway, Arkansas is. I mean, this is going to be a John Calipari team. They got great guard play. They got young, dynamic guards. But they're going to have to figure out how that all works together. And half court offense is probably going to be a problem for them, as it always is. And that's my takeaway from one game of watching Arkansas. What else? Anything else stand out to you guys?
I mean, Purdue struggled way too much with the Oakland team that got boat raced a couple nights before by Michigan. So I don't know. I think my takeaway with Purdue right now would be the team that brings back, like, everyone is finding their way and finding their identity early in the season.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think a Matt Painter coach team that brings back, 4 starting seniors and the consensus, player of the year point guard, that's the team that's supposed to be ready to go early.
Right.
Like these, like
no Trey Kaufman.
You do have to put the
I will
fine.
acknowledge,
way too close of a game for your.
But I agree with you. Yeah,
number
way
one
too close
team
of a
in the
game.
country.
Yeah, and Purdue, I don't know. I think their ceiling is their ceiling. I don't think it's going. I don't think they're gonna.
The two guys who were gonna raise the ceiling were Jacobson, who looks completely unready for the physicality of the Big Ten basketball. He's getting pushed around at 7'3", and that European kid Mayer, he was putting up Tony Snell stat lines.
Yeah,
so who is raising the ceiling of Purdue? If they're bringing back everybody, like, how much can Braden Smith improve?
I think I said this last week. I think the excitement about Purdue and the reason they would be your preseason number one is that their floor is very high. Like, I don't see them bottoming out. I don't see them, if we're doing like a rankings going into the season of teams that we're confident will make the NCAA tournament, Purdue is at the top of my list. They will 100% make the NCAA tournament. But is that what we're looking for out of a number one team? Is like, I'm pretty sure they're going to make the tournament. Or do you want a team that's going to win a national championship? I don't know if their ceiling is national championship good, but you never know. I mean, that's the joy of March Madness is like, is it a demonstration of how high your ceiling is or how high your floor is? It's a single elimination tournament. No sport has a single elimination tournament that no sport with a single elimination tournament, I should say, has as much variance as college basketball. Where like. Yeah, Bama's a good example. Like, we see Bama on a good night. Bama will have a game. They will have at least one game this year where they're not hitting shit, and they look like a completely different team. What matters more as you go into March? Is it knowing that, like, even if things go completely wrong, we're still going to be fine because our floor is high? Or is it like, I want to see a team when they're full throttle, they just look completely unstoppable?
Yeah.
I don't know. But the case for Purdue, They are not like a full throttle scare you team, really. I don't think. And as far as like, I mean, they're very, very good. I'm just saying, like, when you compare them to all these other teams that you think can win national championships, yeah.
I mean, Thursday night when they go to Tuscaloosa, what are you expecting here? That's your number one team, and I don't. Trey Kaufman-Renn, he's only doing non-contact stuff right now.
He's supposed to be back, right?
Is he going to play?
I think he's going to play. I think he's back Thursday.
If he plays Thursday, then okay, you have the number one team in the country going to the team that looked like through one game the number one team in the country.
Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah,
I think Bama runs them out of the gym at home.
Credit to Oakland as well, going Michigan, Purdue, Houston.
Cash them checks, man. They got to cash them checks.
Jesus Christ.
Cash them checks. Michigan, Purdue, and Houston is crazy. Michigan looks good. Michigan is a problem.
That's a really good basketball team.
Yeah, I think Michigan has the highest ceiling of the Big Ten. I think Illinois has a higher ceiling than Purdue. I'm very high.
Really
Illinois looks very, very good.
Michigan is a properly constructed like Dusty May is a really good coach, but he's also figured out this NIL world of how to get dudes and they all mesh together. Elliot Cadeau comes in. He wants to play fast. 12 assists. They scored 121 points. They got dudes getting double-doubles, 2 dudes in 20 points. This Michigan team's really, really good.
Want to talk about the slate tomorrow?
You want to talk about the slate tomorrow?
Or do you want to talk about the Dookies?
We got some mostly stuff down there, too.
We got some mostly stuff. I want to talk about DraftKings first. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the number one sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. Bet quarters, player props, scoring runs, and more, all while the action unfolds. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MostlyHoops. That's code MostlyHoops. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. Plus, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. White Boy Rick, do the Lakers need LeBron? You're LeBron sexual. Are you worried that maybe the Lakers just don't need him? Maybe does LeBron James not have a home in basketball anymore? Is he just not needed?
I think Austin Reeves is the guy who needs to be traded, not LeBron.
Okay.
I think he's the tradable asset there.
All right.
Bronny's not bad. I'll say.
Ronnie's a player.
He's a role player.
He's a ball player, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's
There's
totally
nothing wrong
fine
with
being
that
the
when he's a
11th man on the Lakers.
This week we have tonight Mississippi State, Iowa State. I think is going to be a sneaky, really good game. But Tuesday night is the night that we're all excited about. I mean, Saturday's going to be the whole week is good, but Tuesday is fucking loaded. In between Texas Tech, Illinois, which is here. Is it down? Is it a United Center? United?
I believe so. No, I think Illinois.
No, it's at Illinois. It's at Illinois.
Someone at
Illinois is playing a ton of a lot of those big games they're playing are neutral
play
site,
Bama.
but I think this one is at Illinois, right? And then Kentucky Louisville, which is a rivalry that I like to point out is not really a rivalry because Kentucky wins this every single time they play. Every year they play.
The big boy matchup.
Every year they play. This is the first time in a very long time a Kentucky Louisville game is happening that I am actually like buying into the hype of the rivalry because you have Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope now fully operating their programs at full throttle. Like, you know, this isn't them building Kentucky and Louisville. This is both of these guys enter this season saying we have teams that can win national championships. We have teams that can beat anybody on any given night. Kentucky is your new KenPom #1, which is very early in the season and doesn't mean anything. But then KenPom was always like, this doesn't mean anything. All the stat nerds are like, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything.
But also,
if it doesn't mean anything, why are you putting it on the
Number
website?
one in the
Why are you putting it on the website? What do you want me to see it #1 next to Kentucky and not think it means anything? I'm very excited for Kentucky Louisville because I
love it.
I think this is as both programs have new coaches. Like I said, they're now they've been there a couple years, and this is not them building their programs anymore. I feel like both of those guys are like, I have what I need. We're here.
Yep.
Now we go, and I'm excited to see what this era of the rivalry looks like.
they both looked like wagons so far this year. Now,
Yeah.
that's what we talked about. They haven't played anybody. They're playing like Nicholls State and South Carolina State, but they're both winning games by 40 points. They're both 2-0. That's a big boy matchup at Louisville on Tuesday night.
The other freshman we haven't really talked about much, Mikael Brown Jr. He had one of those stat lines where it was 18 points, like 9 assists, 5 rebounds, something like that. Interested to see how he plays against Kentucky. Again, just like all these freshmen we're talking about, we'll see if he can be a big-time player in that one. But I think Kentucky, they don't have Jaden Quaintance for a while, right?
Yeah, I think.
Back for
I
like
think.
a month. Even without him, I think they're the better team.
You could convince me that these are Final Four games: Kentucky, Louisville, Texas Tech, Illinois. If that ends up being the Final Four, I would not be stunned. Illinois,
Texas Tech is like the
Illinois being ranked 17th might prove to be laughable. They have a very difficult schedule, so I might look like an idiot as they rip through a tough stretch and take some losses. But I have a feeling you're not going to see Illinois outside the top 10 much this season, much longer. They're so good. But Texas Tech, Christian Anderson and JT Toppin might be the for all the attention we gave to Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn coming into the season is like the 1-2 punch at Purdue, and deservedly so. Christian Anderson and JT Toppin are two dudes that are going to be the two best players on the floor basically every game they play.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is going to have that luxury of like we feel like we have the two best players in every single game.
Texas Tech is hot in the streets right now in college sports. I'll tell you, football team, basketball, they're a dark horse for me this year to kind of make that finals run. Yeah, they got some guys. I think this is going to be one of those games to show you early on who is for real. And listen, I don't think Texas Tech fans like me because 4 years ago I did a thing where I tried to decide what team to root for the rest of my life. I had Texas Tech going for a while. Now they really don't like me.
Oh,
I picked Cincinnati.
No.
Were they in
Why did you pick Cincinnati?
Because listen,
What an idiot.
At the start of the NIL era, you picked Cincinnati over Texas Tech when Texas Tech was about to start dumping millions into it.
Texas. Oh no.
This is right.
They loved me and then they hated me.
Damn.
But this was a while ago.
Just flip it.
No. I love
transfer.
Cincinnati.
Just enter the
I love
portal.
Cincinnati.
Enter the portal, dude.
Cincinnati.
They're a
dude.
top 10 team in both sports.
I love
You
Cincinnati.
can sue the
forever.
NCAA.
They gave me an offer.
Oh
Yeah, they
man.
gave me an official offer.
Oh man.
Regardless, I think listen, I love Texas Tech. I love their basketball team. I love their football team. I love them as a university. Regardless how they feel about me, I think they take this game tomorrow night.
Meanwhile, you're cheering for Cincinnati, led by Kirk Risa, who is 95 years old, and
He is so old.
He's so
Have
old.
you seen his Instagram?
I don't mean to single him out, but when I saw Kirk Reese still playing college basketball, I had to put my phone down and like walk around my living room for a second, collect myself because I was so mad. I was
Pull
like,
up
"What
his
is?"
Instagram?
We got to look in the mirror and figure out what we're doing here. We need to see Kerr still on the roster.
It's crazy.
We just need a little bit of veteran leadership.
I love it.
I love it.
You know, Gonzaga has 3 dudes that played in the year 2021. This is their 6th season. Gonzaga has 3 guys that played that are 6th year seniors.
There's still people coming to their games with masks on.
It's crazy. What?
That was like COVID era.
Oh,
Pointing out how far back it was.
oh, I was confused by the
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. I'll be back.
No, I get it now. That was a swing and a miss on my part.
Giannis said he wants to go play for Marquette. Giannis never played.
Yeah, have
basketball.
Giannis. Yeah.
Why not?
Duncan, the guy on Twitter, tweeted me saying, "Will you be pushing a Bearcats narrative on Mostly Hoop Show?" I said, quite consistently, yes, I will. We have this freshman. I can't say last. This name is hard. Sean, is it Abav?
Abav.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Abaev. Abav.
You're doing great.
Abaev. He can play, and we got a couple freshmen that can play Cincinnati. I will be pushing that narrative throughout the year. They were supposed to be really good last year. They go to his page. It's just all the schools he's played at.
Let me
maybe he deleted them.
Wow.
Right.
Oh,
fresh start. Fresh start.
He knew that was coming.
New year, new Kerr.
You knew we were going to call him out. Started at Arizona, West Virginia, Kentucky, and now Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Which
Veteran leadership.
honestly, 4 schools is not even that egregious anymore. Like honestly, 4 schools, they're dudes that are on 5 schools.
There's a guy, I forget. I think it's South Carolina. I think there's a player that started at South Carolina, went to Ohio State, and is back at South Carolina.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah. Michi Johnson.
That's insane.
No, he started at Ohio State.
Or something like that.
It's
Yeah.
Ohio State, South
Carolina, Ohio State, South Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's pulled the double switch.
He went Ohio State, South Carolina, then goes, I fucked up, I should go back to Ohio State. So goes back to Ohio
love
State.
that.
It's like he thought those are the only 2 schools that exist. He never considered any other schools.
And Dana, let me say this.
Ohio State,
Too
South
far into
Carolina.
That's awesome.
I fucking hate him.
Is he no good?
Well, I don't know. We don't need to get into it. He stopped playing for us mid-year last year. Yeah, it's some bullshit.
All right.
That's my only pet peeve with the transfer portal shit is when dudes sit out just to hold on to the year of eligibility.
Tate, I bought him a suit. I bought him a suit.
Did he give it back?
No.
Listen, I got to ask
I
you.
bought him a suit.
I think we need Titus,
Tate, I bought him a suit and he quit. I want my suit back.
We only got about 10 minutes left. I think I got some mostly questions to ask you.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on this Florida Gulf Coast kid?
Oh yeah, I was tagged in this a lot. There's a Florida Gulf Coast kid who has been a walk. He's been a walk on for a few years, I think.
This is his 5th year.
5th year,
Yeah.
5. So that's more than a few. He's been.
Yeah, but like at the same school, redshirted freshman year. This is like a normal 5th year, not a.
But I meant like he's been doing this for a while.
Yes.
Like he's
Yeah,
this
I've been
isn't
following
like
him
year
for a few
1 or
years.
2. I think I first learned of him last year. So
Yeah.
but he's been doing this for a while. On the road to 1 point, trying to score his first point of his career. He's like a TikTok. Is Star overstating
big.
it?
Yeah, he's
No,
Or no,
got
he's a
millions.
star.
He's big.
He's got millions of followers on
He
TikTok.
might be like the most followed dude in college basketball.
No shit. All right.
TikTok.
So he finally got his first point. Basically, is the story.
It's awesome.
Finally got his first point. Let me see it. This goes crazy.
They're down 30, and the student section is still packed.
Crazy.
This kid to see him score his first point.
This is awesome.
Look at him. Look at that student section down or up 30 to like a NAIA score, and it's still full stadium to see this.
That's
kid
the
score.
dream.
I'm a fan of this guy. Obviously, I have to be. You don't like it?
I don't.
Well, because listen,
I don't know if you know everything.
Okay, I don't know everything, but I do know that there might be an expectation. I am an old man. I have gray hairs all over me. You tell me a guy's a TikTok star. There is an instinct to be like, I fucking hate this kid. I know nothing about him, but TikTok, get it out of my face. You know, I can't lie. This is just he's doing what I would have done.
Titus, you know what he did yesterday?
He's doing the modern.
He's a member
version
of Club Trillion.
Yeah, he's doing this was what I did 20 years ago. He's just making it like way bigger and way more interesting.
Do you know what he did yesterday?
What did he do yesterday?
He declared for the NBA draft.
He does have some cringe TikToks.
All right.
No. That's what he did.
Yeah, but
watch the last video.
Yeah.
And again, I want to be clear. I'm not out.
Congratulations on scoring your first point. The answer that everybody wants to know: what's next?
Man, this is tough. Very tough. But this spring, after college basketball season, I will be entering and declaring my name in the NBA draft. Road to the NBA starts now. No further questions at this time. Thank you.
Brandon.
He's just a college kid.
Tate, I can't. I was out of college when this kid was born, I bet. I can't. No part of me can have a big enough ego to believe that like blogs I wrote in 2008 were read by,
I guess my point. I'm not even out. I'm not even out on the kid. I'm really not. I'm just saying I'm interested to hear when things like this happen to someone that kind of started this like major career based on doing exactly that. Are you like, hey, that's really cool for the kid? Or is it like, damn, I wish that I could have played in a TikTok era where he's got over 1 million followers.
Yeah.
He's probably making more in NIL than any of the star players.
Good for him.
I'm not a hater.
No.
I'm slightly jealous. I couldn't make any money. I couldn't monetize while I was there. They wouldn't allow it. I gave $50,000 away that I had in my hand and just had to just saw it slip away. We sold T-shirts when I was a senior, and I was like, and then I had to just poof, it's gone. So yeah, I'm jealous about that part, but also like I don't know. This is exactly what I would have done.
Yeah. Good for him,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I think the one knock on him could be like the TikTok thing being annoying to the guys in the locker room. And you watch the bench when this kid lets it fly. Everyone's
They said
up like his teammates love this kid.
He acts like this for his TikToks, obviously, but he is a practice player that dives on the floor, does everything for the team. He's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you want to point out that like I did all this shit 20 years ago.
What if he's
if that's what you want? Because it felt like you were maybe wanting to point that out. Then
I just thought
you drop Brandon Dwyer in your era, he's not putting up any numbers.
I don't want to make this about myself.
I had to I had to build a media empire in a way more difficult era.
Yeah.
What about
we didn't have
Dwyer's playing against
we didn't
plumbers
have
and
outlets.
TikTokers?
Yeah, we didn't have outlets.
I do have a question about this though. What, as people in the content game, is there something to be said? Like the dude's got 1 million followers because he's never scored, and every game it's like tracking him. Is there something to be said about scoring in the first game?
Yeah, he fucked that up.
Like,
He
fucked it
what does
up.
he do now?
Missed that first one, buddy.
Yeah.
He had 6 points. Like you got to get in for the last 30 seconds, take one shot a game, and then on senior night, and that's just coming from the content game.
Yeah. I think you're right.
He wasted a season's worth of content.
What's the point of following him now?
We could have been in the billions.
That's why I made my brand. I'm not going to do anything.
How do you evolve?
That way,
how do you evolve?
Every game I check in and I dribble out the clock and people will go fucking crazy. And
the road to 1 point was built off the road to 1 minute, if you think about it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
If he ends up scoring more points, I had 9 career points. They were allowed 9. I mean, people still talk about him in Columbus, but they're like really, really loud 9. But they, if he ends up scoring more than me, I'll be pissed.
I mean, he scored 6 in this game.
He scored 6 in this game?
He
scored 6.
He got another one after.
Probably my biggest gripe is like, dude, someone should have told this guy that he should have extended this to
He scored 6?
He scored 6 points.
The road to 1 point? He has 6 points? Speaking of crowd reactions, are you seeing the 6-7 situation that has popped up around college basketball arenas? That the road to 67 points.
I love it.
I mean,
this is out of my meme range.
But have you seen the reactions?
First time.
Have you seen these reactions of all these?
I don't like 6-7.
Middle school kids.
I don't do. But when they score 67 and the kids go fucking bananas.
The building in the crowd. Hundley 3, yes, and the foul.
You hear all the high-pitched screams.
Kids are going nuts.
All the kids
over something I know nothing about.
The prepubescent kids just.
They want the 6-7 score on the board. It's there because of that 3. Bryce Quinnett encouraging it with the motion. The kids are going crazy.
0 wins.
If you see those fans, 6-7,
yes.
6-7, that will be a meme. I guarantee ESPN will be playing.
I made this point on Mostly Sports. I'll say it here. I think as parents, it's annoying as fuck, but it's also like of all the things your kid could be doing at a basketball game, to know that they're going to be locked in. They're going to be sitting right next to you, locked in until the team gets it. Now, I don't know what happens after they score 67. Maybe they go fuck off in the concourse and start like throwing shit at their friends, and who the hell knows what these 11-year-olds are doing, you know? But if I'm a parent taking a kid to a basketball game, that's kind of nice to know that like for 67 points, they're going to be locked in.
Go bananas.
They're going to sit right here and watch every second of the game until the team scores 67.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be happy about that.
Let the kids have their fun.
Let the kids have their fun.
Let the kids be kids.
Can we,
Go
can we
ahead.
talk about Indiana? I've held my tongue for 2
All right, go
episodes
ahead.
now. We're so back. Darren DeVries has restored the feeling. I came into this year kind of like, okay, football's in a great spot. It's year one. I don't really need to be all in. I'm so all in on this team. It's a joy to watch them play basketball. 27 assists on 33 made field goals against Marquette. Made more threes than any game of the Mike Woodson era. Just a totally different
They've
brand of
already
basketball.
made more threes.
In one game. More threes in one game than any game of the Mike Woodson era.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like it's a thrown together portal team. I don't have like championship aspirations, but just seeing the brand of basketball that DeVries is playing, how do you not have hope for the future? I'm so in.
Lamar Wilkerson's awesome.
He's tough, as the kids say.
He's awesome.
Last year we had 0 point guards and we had Trey Galloway running point. Now he can run point. DeVries can run point. Enright, Kyle's brother can run point, and Connerway can run point. Everyone can handle the ball.
Kyle's
It's positionless
Yeah,
basketball.
Kyle's brother is.
Yeah, he's the one who hit the half court shot.
Yeah.
That's his brother?
Yeah.
The one that works at Barstool?
Yeah.
What?
Connor Enright. His brother Kyle is on our travel team. He's a proud
That's got to
leader.
suck for
Really?
Yeah, you
Kyle's
work at
brothers.
Barstool and you're not the cool sibling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they definitely look alike.
Yeah.
Not his parents.
There he is.
There he is right there.
Not his family.
Wait.
Kyle is the only member of the Enright family.
Our parents.
Not our
Is that
parents.
true? We know that for a fact?
The right family. That's just random people.
It's Kyle
That's
cropped in
incredible.
with another family. But yeah, Tucker DeVries looks awesome, can score from anywhere. I'm just very, very hopeful for this Indiana team.
All right, we got to run. Boys, we might have to do 2 a week.
I'm in.
So much to talk
But
about.
I don't know. I think my plan is after Thanksgiving, because I think when we come back in December, maybe we'll push it. But the problem is the scheduling. So we have to figure it all out. We have to talk. We're gonna have to sit down and talk and figure out how to do 2 a week. It's just like one show a week's not enough. There's gonna be so many good games on Tuesday, and then we have to wait till next Monday to talk
Every
about
game
it.
after
Crazy.
Monday, I was just like, I can't wait to talk to the boys
Yeah.
about this. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out. But this is fun. This is we got something here.
Love it. Love
Cody, did you play Abdallah's highlights at all on this show?
No, I got it right here.
Play Abdallah's highlights for
Take
the
us
people.
out with some
Take us out with
Neo.
some Abdallah's highlights. Anything else? Anybody? I want to. So he is. Everybody knows about this guy now, but I want.
like,
if you guys are watching random ass games and you find guys you like, Cody, you had one. Mercyhurst.
Yeah. Jake Lehman or something like that.
Okay, it's not Jake Lehman. It's just not Jake Lehman. He played at Maryland 10 years ago.
I can give a
Anyway,
shout
here's
out.
Abdallah.
I was gonna say shout out guys that you put us on to guys that you find. As Cody just did wonderfully there.
Can I shout out my
You maybe synergize the guy.
I forgot his last name.
All right, go ahead, Dana.
Can I shout out my alma mater, Stonehill College, who played DePaul nice and tough on Friday night. 72-64. Shout out to Coach Kraus. Rhode Island next. Take them down, boys.
All right, there we go.
Stonehill College.
Play Neo Abdallah. Look at this. Look at this kid.
But they were aware that
Okay, we get a free throw and a mean mug.
kind of looks like Luka Garza.
a lot of different spots on the
This
floor.
is so disgusting. That's so disgusting for a freshman to do. Who is he? Where did he come from? How did he end up at Tech? How did I not know about him until he played Providence? I have so many questions. I don't know who to blame for this.
With the like stop
He looks
and
like,
go.
he
in
literally
the
looks
game.
like Luka.
I was gonna say Luka with like the stop and go.
His game.
Jumper.
It's insane. How did I not know about him? Is this my fault or is this the world around me's fault?
It's your fault.
Do we know where he's
How are we supposed to know about him?
Because the biggest question is how is he at Virginia Tech?
How? I don't know.
This dude needs to shut it down. And can he transfer to like Kentucky right now?
I have a week to figure out everything about this guy. I want to know everything about him. All right, that's the show. Watch Mostly Sports. Anything else to plug? I got to figure out how to end these shows.
No. See you guys next
I just
Monday.
get sad. Like I realized it's the end of the show, and I'm like, fuck, we got
See you
a full
7
week.
days
We got to get the chat involved as
Yep,
well. That was a
definitely.
good suggestion.
We'll get a little
Dana,
monitor in here.
We got to figure that out.
Get a monitor in here and
there's always so much to talk about that you want to pop around, but I want to make sure that we talk about what the people want us to talk about.
That hour flew by.
It flies by. It always will. All right. We'll see you guys.